Good morning. Welcome to Life Won't Wait. This is Marcel. Just wanted to start a new video with you guys, and I'm heading out to work, which is about a 10-hour drive for me. And I'm taking the trailer because I want to do some projects on it. And at the same time, I want to kind of test drive this thing and see how it does on a long trip. So I had a bit of an issue at first because I didn't understand. I had a bit of a squat with the Jeep, but I had these torsion bars, and someone explained to me, who's a big 18-wheeler truck driver, that I was doing it wrong and that I needed to put more tension on those torsion bars. He was like, if you do it right, you should be able to take the back wheels off the vehicle and the vehicle won't touch the ground. It'll just get held up in the middle like this. And I was like, wow, it's not what's happening. So I did it better this time, and I think the squat is much less noticeable, and I'd say the Jeep's almost level. I was gonna buy some airbags. I'd done some research online, and there was a bunch of people that had installed airbags. I might still do that. I'm in kind of an evaluation mode regarding that. He seems to think, this friend of mine, that it's not necessary, that if with the torsion bars, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to take the weight off the trailer. There's going to be a little bit of weight, but what I don't want is to bottom out if I'm going through a bump or something. And yeah, so I'm driving through town right now, and I'll try and film a little bit of the road, but I think what I'll do is mostly, and what I'm most excited about, is I'll share with you guys when I get to wherever I'm camping, which hopefully won't be too bad of a place. I don't really have a plan. And in Canada and Quebec here, it's not like Arizona where boondocking options are aplenty. So I might end up in a campground. I might end up in a boondocking spot. I might end up in a parking lot. I have no idea, but we'll figure it out together. And for now, I'm just gonna try and get out of the Granby city. So the place where we live is called Granby in Quebec. Try and get out of the town here and hit the highway. So we'll probably just, for you guys, it's gonna be like a second. For me, it's gonna be a good 8 hours or whatever. And I might film a little bit more on the way, but until we speak again. So I made it to the highway, as you just saw, and I've got a long road ahead, but it's okay. I'm listening to music, which I can't play right now because of copyright stuff, I'm guessing. And the trailer is towing great. No issues there. I've had the brake controller installed by Red Arc, and that seems to be helping a lot. The first time I towed the trailer, I didn't have that, so stopping was a bit more challenging, or I felt the weight more. But with this brake controller, that's really good. The Jeep feels a little squished, but almost level. Like, I think this is livable. We'll see as time goes on, I guess. And when I had the big RV towing the Jeep, I had a tire pressure monitor by a company called Innotech RV, and I kept it. So right now that's great because I've got the sensors on each wheel of the trailer and the reader in the Jeep here. So if I ever get a flat or overheat, maybe from a brake or anything like that, that would heat the tire. So it gives me a pressure monitor and a temperature monitor of each tire, each wheel. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad I have it. Is it something I would have maybe bought if I didn't have it? I don't know. But since I had it, it's kind of cool to have it there. And otherwise, I'm just kind of thinking about this video and other videos that I've done. And I watch a lot of YouTube because I want to learn things and I want to see other people's adventures. And I think I put together some decent videos, but channel never really took off, which is fine. It wasn't really the goal. It was mostly so friends and family could see what we were doing. But I'm curious how the whole thing works, So I saw people do equipment reviews, which is not something I ever did. They do campground reviews, which is something I never did. There's the whole atmosphere or area of shorts. I played around a little bit with and tried to create a couple of shorts. Some had a decent amount of views, I think. I don't know. I don't have anything to compare to, but I had some that made it to 2,000 views, which is I think kind of cool that 2,000 people saw a little video I put together. But moving forward, I'm gonna try maybe and do some of that stuff. Again, not with the idea that I want to try and get rich on YouTube. I don't think that's gonna happen. I have a good job. I'm happy with my job, and I think it's more about I enjoy watching the other people that are doing it, and I kind of want to maybe try my hand at being part of that community. And I like how you see these guys on that do these adventures on YouTube. They kind of know each other. It is kind of a community in that sense, and I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if that'll work out for me or not, because I don't live in the States and I live far away. But I might come up with a few videos of product reviews of things that I have or that I've installed, and maybe as I do campgrounds or camp areas, I might do little videos on that. Let me know if you are one of the few people who watch my videos. Tell me if you'd like to see videos on gear or campgrounds, because I see some people are doing that. I could do that. We'll have to come up with some kind of evaluation system. Like, if I'm going to do it, I want to try and be consistent in what I evaluate, like maybe like functionality, ease of use for gear, for example, and maybe for campgrounds, like cleanliness, facilities, activities for family or not for family. I don't know. Just kind of sitting here driving for a long time, thinking about all this stuff, and curious to see if some of you guys have any ideas or insight on that. So let me know. In the meantime, more driving, more music, and more trailer towing. See you guys in a little while. So, as you saw, I had a really good friend of mine come by and spend part of the evening. He lives locally here and actually works for me. He's one of the deckhands on my vessel that I'm going to. So, I'm going to try and give you guys a bit of a sneak peek. So, I'm on my way to work right now, and I'm going to do projects on the trailer while I'm there. And I am going to take some time. Kind of had the thought while I was sitting here with Kevin to show you guys the vessel that we work on, and a little bit about what I do as my normal job. It's not an overland thing or a camping thing. So I'm a commanding officer in the Coast Guard. I'm sure some of you know that, and some of you might not. And so I've decided I'm going to take a bit of time and maybe give you a tour of the vessel. We've got a brand new boat this year, and I want to show it off maybe a little bit. So I drove about 10.5 hours today, so it was a long driving day. You guys probably got a little snippet of it. I didn't film a lot of it because it was pretty boring. But I'm in this beautiful spot. I'm going to show you. I'm right along the ocean here, the St. Lawrence River. But I mean, it's a wide river. It's a beautiful sunset, a beautiful evening, fire, hanging out with a friend before heading to work. And it was a bit of a long day driving, but well worth it to finish here. Excited to spend the evening in the trailer and sleep in the trailer. That's why I got it. So this is a great day, you know. It's out there exploring at a new campsite. This is a beautiful campsite. We talked earlier. I asked, will I do a review of campsites? I don't know that I'll do a review of this one because I can't really say that I spent a lot of time here. I just came for the night. But if I was going to give one, I would say, massive props. It's right on the ocean. There's little cottages, beautiful sites. I'm on a site with no service, but that was by choice. I'm testing the lithium battery system, so I didn't want to plug in. I want to see what the consuming of battery is like right now. And it was a little surprising, I guess, in a way. So I was plugged into the trailer today, but the alternator is kind of designed for lead acid batteries. So obviously the lithium batteries degraded as the day went on, because every time I turn on a blinker or press the brakes, it would bring the battery down a little bit. I think the fridge maybe did a little bit of that, but I don't think it was the fridge, honestly. I think it was the brakings and the blinkers. But I was probably drawing about 1.2 amps. And I went from probably 98% charge, 99% charge this morning to about 87% in a 10-hour drive. Now, I will say that I don't have the solar panels set up yet. So there was nothing charging the lithium batteries today except alternator trying to do that. But I know that normal chargers will have trouble bringing a lithium battery over 80%. So I don't think it would have dropped it down too low. But I mean, in a 10-hour drive, if I go down from 99% to 87% without any solar panels, I think once I have the whole system set up, it should be fine. And those, like the solar, it was a sunny day today. I think solar would have been able to keep up, or much more. At least maybe the battery would have gone down half of what it went, and it would have probably charged up a little bit once I got here. So I think I'm going to end this video. It's going to be a short video of getting to work and just a little talk with you guys about what's coming up. But I am going to try and film some of the work that I'm going to do once we get to the garage at work, and do some videos about the improvements that I'm doing to the trailer. But I think this is a good place to stop this video. I'm sitting next to a campfire by the ocean, and I'm just going to finish as I always do, like go out there and enjoy life and adventure, because life won't wait.